The captain sitting on the left is Captain Sellenberg with over 19,000 hours of flight time, and the first officer sitting on the right is Jeffrey Skiles with over 15,000 hours of flight time. This is an Airbus A320 which belonged to US Airways, which has departed from LaGuardia Airport. And this is one of my most favorite movie scenes about aviation. Let us learn some aviation along with having some fun watching this movie scene.
Birds.
Do you know that the probability of a dual engine failure is very, very low? But still, it happens very rarely and very sadly. Air India also had a dual engine failure due to fuel cutoff switches being turned on. The reason for these engines being failed in this movie is a bird strike. No need to have a lot of fear while going in every flight, but things very rarely happens. And this dual engine failure occurs at an altitude which is less than 3,000 feet. The altitude makes it very more dangerous because they don't have enough altitude to glide. Because even if you have a dual engine failure when you're about 30,000 feet, you can still glide, go to the nearest airport very safely. But because of the altitude, this becomes a little tricky. What you're seeing here on the screen is engine parameters. It's in the middle between the first officer and the captain. And what they're showing here is the right side, all the levels are going down. For definitions, EPR is the engine pressure ratio. It gives you the ratio between the exhaust pressure, which is the output pressure, divided by the input pressure, which is the pressure of the air before compression. We can't measure thrust directly, so we use these factors to understand how much thrust we are producing. And the second parameter is EGT, which is exhaust gas temperature. There are certain levels and limits to what your temperature can be, and based on that, we determine engine health, if it needs maintenance, and a lot of other things. And you can see that that's also going down. And FF is fuel flow, which is how much fuel your engine is consuming. And you can see the left is for your left engine and the right one is for your right engine. And this is the tricky part, N1, N2 for both engines. And Airbus A320 engine has two compression sections. One is low pressure and another one is high pressure. So here N1 and N2 are depiction of the RPM in terms of percentage for each compressor. So N1 is your RPM of the low pressure compressor. And you have left and right. You can see the right one going down first. And FOB means fuel on board, how much fuel you have. And the left one also goes down.
We had both of them rolling back.
Now, in a situation like this, critical thinking, fast thinking, your briefing, everything comes into play. The situational awareness, a lot of things comes to play, and you should keep your calm. The only way you can do it is training these kind of situations in simulators again and again. That's why a lot of pilots are trained again and again and again, so that when some things like this, some weird things like this happen, you have to be prepared.
Ignition start.
They're trying to restart the engine, I guess.
I'm starting the APU.
This is one of the controversial things around the movie. He starts the AP in the end of the movie. The first officer also says that the captain started the APU, which saved. I think it's a bit of a overkill. What I read on the internet is starting the APU definitely was a good move, but it was not the major reason for helping him ditch the aircraft. First, APU is auxiliary power unit. It is like a backup supply to your aircraft, and it's like your third power source apart from the two engines. There's another power source which is called ram air turbine, which also can produce power immediately, but APU is a bigger power source compared to RAT. And I think RAT must have deployed, but Sully starts the APU. But the actual checklist, usually engine failure checklist, APU comes under after certain steps. It's one of the critical things they're telling, which made the ditching easier. It was a very smart airmanship move. After this accident, I think it was moved up the checklist.
My aircraft, your aircraft.
A pilot says this when he wants control. Captain is going to control the aircraft using his joystick. Sorry, Airbus fans.
Get at the QR engine.
Priority left.
Loss of thrust on both engines. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
First officer is taking the checklist to read the checklist items, and the captain is taking the duty of informing it to the ATC.
This is Cactus 1549. Hit birds. We've lost thrust on both engines. We are turning back towards the Guardia.
Okay, you need to return to the Guardia. Turn left heading 220.
220. Both engines.
If you remaining engine mode, select your ignition. Ignition.
Ignition.
Thrust levers confirm idle. Airspeed, optimum relay 300 knots. We don't have that.
Cactus 1549, if we can get it for you, do you want to try to land on runway 13?
We are unable. We may end up in the Hudson.
Right now he's thinking of alternatives. He's thinking we have very low altitude, we don't have enough airspeed, and a lot of other things. So he might be thinking we are too low, we can't get back to the departure aerodrome. What can I do? He's saying we may end up in the Hudson.
Emergency electrical power, emergency generator not online.
Online.
ATC notified squawk 7700.
Squawking 7700. Most of you guys would know what a squawk code is, and there are different squawk codes for different situations. 7500 for hijack, 7600 for RC communication, radio communication. 7700 is for mayday or emergency declaration.
Distress message transmit, we did that.
Cactus 1549, it's going to be left traffic, runway 31.
Unable.
Okay, what do you need to land?
Wind shear. Back one off.
Did I hear a wind shear warning?
Then on.
He's switching on the FAC 1, which is a part of the autopilot, which will help with controlling a certain aspects of your flight, like yaw damping and a certain things, I guess.
On.
You can see the checker is also being displayed in the ECAM. Thrust level idle, FAC 1 off, then on. That's what they did right now. And if no fuel, go to green dot speed. The reason is not fuel, of course. Green dot speed is a particular speed which will give you the best lift to drag ratio so that you can glide for the longest time. This is the AWR and the TCAS. You can see TA only, traffic advisories.
In 10 seconds, Captain. Come on. Talk to me. Cactus 1549, runway 4 is available if you want to make left traffic to runway 4.
I don't think we can make any runway. What about over to our right? Anything in New Jersey? Maybe Teterboro?
Okay, yeah, off your right side is Teterboro Airport. LaGuardia departure, got emergency inbound.
This is Teterboro Tower, go ahead.
Cactus 1549 of the GW Bridge needs to go to the airport right now.
Check, does he need assistance?
Yes, bird strike. Can I get him in for runway 1?
I think he will realize pretty soon that it's not possible to get to the alternate aerodrome. I mean, even here the altitude looks very low.
Obstacle.
These warnings that you're hearing, obstacles, terrain and everything, is from equipment called EGWS from the Airbus. It's meant to give these kind of order warnings.
Obstacle. Pull up. Clear of conflict.
No reload after 30 seconds in your master 1 and 2. Confirm off.
Off.
Wait 30 seconds.
Too low. Terrain.
Checklist asks them to wait for some time, which is 30 seconds, and try again like this.
Too low. Terrain. Too low.
This is your primary flight display. It's saying set green dot speed. Your airspeed is around 140 and your altitude is very, very low. Less 550 feet.
This is the captain. Brace for impact.
The 3 worst words that a pilot can say: brace for impact.
500.
Cactus 1549, turn right 280. You can land runway 1 Teterboro.
We can't make it.
Okay, which runway would you like at Teterboro?
Go ahead. Try number 1.
Number 1.
Again, trying to relight the engine.
Right.
We're going to end up in the Hudson.
Too low. Terrain.
I'm sorry, say again, Cactus?
Too low. Terrain.
passengers.
Flaps down. Put the flaps down.
Really nice.
Radar contact lost. You also got newer.
They're deploying their flaps so that they can reduce the airspeed furthermore.
At 2 o'clock in about 7 miles.
Got flaps out. 250 feet in the air.
The APU also made sure that the airbus stayed in general law. There are 3 laws: general, direct, and alternate.
Turn 70 knots. Got no power in either one. Try the other one.
Try the other one.
49?
Terrain.
Still out?
150 knots.
Terrain.
Got flaps 2. You want more?
No, it's dead.
You got runway 29 available at Newark. It'll be 2 o'clock and 7 miles.
You got anything else?
Pilots can say, why is he saying that flaps 2 is enough, no need for flaps 3? It might be a more difficult configuration. They might have to make more changes and they don't have enough time, I guess.
Caution. Terrain.
Actually, not.
Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
We're going to brace.
Pull up. Pull up.
If you've learned something, press on the like button. And I've also started a community page in our YouTube channel. Go ahead, post your stuff, ask your doubts in the community channel. You should also subscribe to post stuff on my community page so that we can have a meaningful discussion, not just between you and me. Multiple people can help you. We can build a community, etc. And thanks for watching this video. Cha-cha, bye-bye.